You know, as we enter a new year, many of us have probably made some resolutions. How many of you have made some New Year's resolutions? Raise up your hand. It's okay. I won't mock you or anything like that. It's good. Good time to do it. How many of you have already broken some of your New Year's resolutions? Yeah, that's usually the way it works out. Did you know that 30% of all resolutions are broken within the first week? And what are some of the top resolutions? I think you could guess. People resolve to lose weight, to exercise more, to spend more time with their family, to get out of debt. But it's so easy to break these resolutions, so I've come up with what I believe are some realistic resolutions for 2011. Resolution number one, I resolve to gain weight in the coming year. Not all the gluttons, that's good. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to call you gluttons. But resolution number two, I resolve to exercise less in the coming year. And lastly, I'm going to stop using the word password as my password. So those are my modest resolutions. I don't know what yours are, but instead of making resolutions that are quickly broken, maybe we ought to think about a recommitment in the coming year. And I can't think of a better thing to recommit yourself to do, or for some, a first-time commitment. That would be to be closer to God in 2011, to grow stronger spiritually in this coming year. I heard the story of a father who was talking with his daughter and her 5-year-old friend Kristen about birthdays. Well, as it turns out, Kristen's birthday was March 30th and the father's was March 27th. And he said, you know what, Kristen, our birthdays are only 3 days apart. She looked at him for a moment and said, yeah, but you grew much faster than I did. Why is it that some people seem to grow faster than others? Why do you see more spiritual growth in the lives of some followers of Jesus and less in others? Well, I think that question can be answered in the parable that is before us. It's best known as the parable of the sower, but I have chosen to call it the parable of spiritual growth because that is the theme of it. And here's what we need to understand about what we're about to read. If we do the things that Jesus is going to identify for us, we will grow spiritually. Or if we do not do these things that Jesus will point out to us, we will not grow spiritually. So really the choice is up to us. Here's the bottom line. Everyone is either progressing or regressing spiritually. You're either growing or you're drawing back. You're gaining or you're losing ground. As it has been said, the Christian life is like a greased pole. You're either climbing or slipping. What describes you? And guess who it is up to as to whether or not I will grow spiritually? It's really up to me. Say, oh no, Greg, it's up to God. Well, that's true too. We know that God wants us to grow in our faith. We know that God wants us to deepen in our knowledge, but He has also given us a free will. So it is when I get my alignment with the will of God and start walking accordingly that spiritual growth is going to start taking place. Because listen, if you don't want to, you're not going to. You'll have 101 reasons why you can't do it, but really you'll find they're just excuses. What is an excuse? An excuse is a fancy lie. Or as one person defined it, an excuse is the skin of a reason stuffed with a lie. So you can say, well, the reason I didn't read my Bible today was because of this, and the reason we didn't go to church this last Sunday was because of that, and the reason we don't pray is because of this other thing. Those are your excuses. There are no reasons. If you want to do it, you'll do it. You'll make time for what is important. And really, what is the bottom line that God is looking for in our lives? He wants to see spiritual fruit.